Alright, today I'm replacing cooling unit on a dometic refrigerator. Really a nice looking fridge, but it's not cooling anymore. Got a new one here in the box. Sorry, I'm not the best cameraman. There's the new one. And there's the old one. The first part is just going to be me taking a lot of this old stuff apart. I got to get this flue baffle off here. I already got the circuit board off. I got to disconnect the gas valve. I've got all kinds of brackets and things I need to take apart down there. And then on the front, I got to take the racks out, those screws and washers out there that hold the cooling unit actually to the fridge. And then there's some in here as well, these fins. In between those there's some screws, so that's got to come out. And I got to keep that metal fin because the new one doesn't come with that. Anyway, I'm going to get started taking everything apart, and then I'll make another video here shortly when we get ready to start putting the new one in. Alright, I knew it was bad. I had seen evidence of the ammonia, the yellow coming out the bottom, but now that we've got the flue baffle apart, you can really see it. See where it's ruptured? That yellow is from the ammonia. So, it's bad. On this episode of That's Fucked Up, that's fucked up. Okay, we're almost there. We've taken all the bolts out of the corners, took the flue baffle off, we took the gas valve off, we got the circuit board, all the wiring disconnected, and now this can just dangle. I already pulled on it, and we were worried it wasn't going to come across apart too easy, but it broke loose really easy. Pretty much there. We gotta feed this back through here. We need to make sure we feed that through there. Put it back on. Basically, that's it. Now we'll clean all this up. We got to take this off, which is the fins on the inside, because we're going to need to reuse that. The new one doesn't come with it. We got to make sure we put this the right way, not upside down, because these screws are offset, and we could end up screwing into the refrigerant lines here. So that's the most important part, is those screws right there, making sure they're perfect. Otherwise, we screw this up and it's $600 in the trash. All right, this is where we're at. We stopped and we took a little extra time to clean up the inside, get all the old adhesive off. We wiped it down real good and cleaned it out, scraped a bunch of stuff off there. There's some tears and stuff in the back, so that's what Jason's working on right now. Putting some metal repair tape on any little damaged areas that need to be sealed up. And we'll get ready to put it back together pretty soon. This is the new cooling system. We got it laying on the table. We're about done cleaning that thing up and prepping it. The kit came with this thermal mastic. We got to squirt it on all these tubes back here, and then it kind of seals all that when we lay this into there. Alright, last video. So we fucked it up. Jason punctured the thing and all the shit. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. No, it's all good. It's back in. We haven't tested it yet.
We'll let it sit upright for overnight or for the weekend, and we're gonna plug it in.
Yeah. And this is how we're gonna test it. We got the heat element there that we've got wired up here to a cord. So we're just gonna plug that in directly. So we already know we have a bad circuit board, so we're not gonna be able to test it through that. Anyway, it's all back together. It looks nice and pretty. It did give us a little bit of trouble getting some of these bolts lined up and stuff, but we figured it out. It really was helpful having the second person. The inside, fridge still needs to be cleaned up a little bit cosmetically, but everything lined up here. Everything's lined up here. Get all this yellow stuff on the floor. Just a little bit of the evidence, some of that stuff that came out. Anyway, Everything's good here. Our bracket was a little bit different there, but we were able to make it work and mount it just with the screw in a different spot. All the wires are hooked back up. Flue baffles back in.